Welcome to presentation number 2 on eSigma integrated CAPI module and desktop version for data entry of ASUS round 2. In our previous presentation, we have discussed about eSigma, CAPI and desktop version. What do we need? What do we mean about all these terms? We have discussed the utilities of the different modules that are there in eSigma, and in this presentation we will be discussing how to go about data entry using the desktop version of ASUS desktop version. Okay, so for this purpose let us log into this package using a enumerator ID, and I have already discussed in my previous presentation that this login ID has to be entered. It has to be entered with block letters, means capital letters. Okay, so let it be. I am logging into the system, survey FSU. The utilities of these various buttons I have already discussed in my earlier presentation. So let us start our work on FSU number 21041. So click on this button. This is FSU number. Clicking on SCH LSU. This is the first page of this package, and this comprises of block number 0 and block number 1, and we can see that a number of items have already been automatically filled up from the sample list. Okay, and our main data entry work is starting with item number 12. So let us do a data entry over here. Saving, moving over to the next block. So this is block number 4.2. Block number 4.1 is not available in this case because we are working on an urban schedule. Okay, so these are the 4 button: edit, add row, insert row, delete row. There, as their name suggests, add row is for adding a record, delete row is for deleting a record, insert row is for inserting a record, between two records that have already been entered, and edit is for editing a record. Okay, so let us start adding data to this block. So we can see here that serial number is 0. Now this serial number is again a notional number. This is a running serial number that is being fetched by the system, and we need not bother about this number. Saving it, exit. So we can see that here that serial number is 1 for the first record. Then adding another record, let it be 20%. So our record number, serial number 2 gets added up. Then record number 3, 25. Saving and exit. Then another record. So now I have entered 4 Hamlet groups. I need to form 4 Hamlet groups. I have formed that. I am clicking on do Hamlet group selection. So it is showing that E means it is an error message and it has to be cleared before moving over to the next block. It says that sum of the percentage population must be 100%. It means my sum of column number 2 is not coming out to be 100%. So let us edit this record. So now clicking on this button, we will see that three Hamlet groups have been selected. Hamlet group number 1 is forming segment 1, and Hamlet group number 2 and 3 are forming segment number 2. Now these selection of Hamlet groups is a notional thing here. So as to channelize our data entry, this selection may not or will not match with the data entry that is there in your paper in the paper schedule. Okay, so with this let us move over to the next block. This is the listing block for segment number 9. So let us add record here. Now house number is 2. We can see the first item, which is the GPS location. So this item is automatically fetched by the server. The longitudinal and latitudinal dimensions have been fetched from the by the package. Okay, so these details are here. Then I am adding record. Now description of activity. So for all those cases where it is a non-NAE case, means it is an establishment but non-agricultural establishment. It is not a non-agricultural establishment, or it happens to be a household enterprise or household case, or it happens to be a permanently logged structure. So for all such cases, against this item, code 999 has to be entered. So let us do data entry for this. Okay, saving it, exit. So it is showing the message that SSS number has not been fetched against this record. We just have to confirm this thing. Okay, now adding another record. So house number, suppose I am entering 1A. Okay, data, description of the activity, let my ownership type be an SHG. Then total number of workers, suppose I enter 8, then it will show an error message. It says that invalid value in number of workers. So here, since we are doing listing for segment number 9, so we have to enter the establishment that are having more than 10 workers, 10 or more workers. So accordingly we have to edit this record. Let it be 15 to, it is a functional, and we can see that SSS number has already been provided by the system. Clicking on save and exit. So because of paucity of time, I am restricting myself to minimal data entry just to show the flow of data. So let us click on close listing. Once I am clicking on this button, it means that I am declaring that I am not going to enter further data in this block. So close listing. Okay, now we move over to the next block, which is block number 5A for segment 1. So let us add records here. 1 data. So suppose it is let this be a government department, and as per the coverage state, as per the volume 1, government departments or government companies or government societies, PSUs, are out of coverage of our survey, and accordingly we can see that SSS number selection status is given automatically by the system as no. I cannot make it yes, this field is disabled because I have selected a government company. So I am saving this data. It is showing that for this record no SSS is being fetched. I am confirming that. Okay, and exiting. We can see that this record has been added up. Now add another record. Here again this house number can be anything, but household serial number is a running serial number, which is like as in block number 4.2 is a running serial number and is being thrown by the system itself. It will show us 0 here, but in actual sense it is the serial number, and we can confirm this from this page. So this is the household serial number. This will be a running serial number. Okay, so let us edit this record. Okay, so let it be a partnership concern. Broad activity, let it be a manufacturing concern, and it is registered under BD and Cigar Workers Act. Okay, and we see again in this case this combination goes out of coverage of our survey. Saving it. No SSS being fetched. Okay, exiting. Okay, so such cases can be very well there in the data. So I am trying to make you understand that all such combinations can be entered. So let us add one more record to this block. This time let be a proprietary concern, trading concern. So this is the NIC. One thing also I would like to mention here is that as and when I am selecting this broad activity, my NIC codes are getting filtered out here. So I am selecting manufacturing here. We can see that all the NIC codes that pertain to manufacturing sector only are coming. If this selection happens to be a trading concern, then we can see only the trading concern NIC codes are coming. So this is how this NIC has been filtered out, so as to avoid any cross combination of activity vis-a-vis its NIC code. Okay, so let us select a trading enterprise. Now number of workers, since we are doing this data entry for segment 1 and segment 2, so our number of workers should be less than 10. Let us make it 8. If I try to make data entry for more than 10, then more than 9 rather, 10 or more, then it will show me an error message. Okay, so let it be 8, it should be 2. So yes, so it is SSS number is being fetched, and now I need to declare whether this establishment has been selected in my paper schedule or not. If it is selected, yes. If it is not, then no. Okay, saving it, exiting. So this record has been added. Now I am moving over to the next segment. This is segment number 2. Let us do data entry for this segment also. This is the records, ownership, let it be a cooperative, then other services, NIC code may be anything. I am just randomly entering this data. So I am selecting this, yes. Okay, so this is how I have entered data. Let us make another data entry here. If let it be a non-government company, so we can see no further questions are being asked, because it is again a out of coverage case. Selection status would of course always be no. Yes, save. It is showing that no triple has been fetched. Okay, then exiting. Then this record has been added up. So let us add one more record. Let it for this time we will be entering this record for a manufacturing concern. So manufacturing, so I am registering yes. So as soon as I am selecting this combination, I will see that again this particular case goes out of coverage of our survey. So selection status is no. I cannot make it yes. Save, yes. Okay, so adding one more record. Let it be a proprietary concern, then broad activity, other services, NIC code. So 7 5. Yes, now I need to declare whether this establishment has been selected in my paper schedule or not. So it is if it is not, then click on no. Okay, now moving over to this button, close listing and do selection. This will close the listing part. It will once I click on this button, my entire listing work will be frozen and I will not be able to edit it furthermore, and that is the thing. Also, there are a number of checks that have been embedded in this package, so as to check the shortfall or compensation rules. Okay, so if there is any failure on that part, a message will be reflected. Then let us click on this button. We will see that this message is allocation mismatch is coming. It shows that for Hamlet group number 2, SSS number 12, allocation is 1 but selection is 0. So as per shortfall or compensation rule, for SSS number 12, allocation maybe it is like 2. So we have to select at least 2 establishment, but in this case, since capital E is 1 only, so at least this establishment should be selected. So accordingly, we have to modify our data. We have to make it consistent that way. So let us edit this record. Click on yes, save, and exiting. Now click on this button. So it is asking us the permission that once we click on this button, my selection will be frozen. Okay, so my selection is frozen now. Moving over to the next block. This is block number 6, which we 6A, and this is 6B, segment 2, 6B, segment 1. So this is the block number 6 that has been fetched from 6, 5A and 5B. Next block, these are the simple details that I need to enter. The time is to be provided and let it be 1 hour, then save and next block. So this is the facility to upload the sketch map. So this way we have conversed our LSU schedule, and in our next presentation we will be discussing how to make data entry for schedule ESU. So we stop this presentation here and will continue from here in the next presentation.